boxes?
Give me a sec. I usually stay out of self view because I scare myself sometimes.
Oh.
So, yes, 4 boxes.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for always
You're welcome.
being willing to help with sound and video checks.
Oh, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
It's much appreciated. That's what you get for coming early.
Hi, Dan. I didn't say hi to you aloud before. Hi, Jill. Hi, Meredith. Good to see everyone. Linda's really running the Zoom tonight, but I'm just jumping in to say hi.
Hi, everyone. You can't see me, but I'm here. Ooh.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Gio. Geshe Gelek is here.
Okay, we'll start with the 7-limb prayer. And in the Gold book, Gold Prayer book, it's on page 27. Gosum gu pegone chatselo yesham yitu cheti malubu tomene saditun tam cheshag kepagewanam la sheirang korwa maton badule junem dola cheki koloko wadang da shengen anjan chu chen poengo. Okay, and then the short mandal offering on page 97 in the prayer book. Saji perki shushin metog tam di rablishi ni degen pari sangye jingdu mikte uwa idokun namdak shinla che parshok jetsun lama dampa kenam ki kala kense chujinti chita tsampe dujetsima la jabgecheki chapawabtu so idam guru ratamandalakam niryatayami. The Refuge and Bodhicitta prayers on page 98.
Sanje chodan soje chodan la chancho padon dage chushe jibe sonanje dolam Sanje chodan soje chodan la chancho padon dage chushe jibe sonanje dolam Sanje chodan soje chodan la chancho padon Dagi chushe jibe sonam je dolam je Sada alame minami yaji omado jaje lodo chushe chola 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 Sanje solo chola Dedara shije tambe chunje jine dere shije Namala yeke damu dandere ke tewa dandame Dowa kunjan donan choza madam jake do dage chute do kage do se jine tawa damje gome Tambe chunje deze ba godam jalo cha se lo Hi. Good evening. Anybody online? Anybody online? Oh, good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So some of you probably never heard this, like a prayer that Venerable Lama said in the very beginning. It's called like 7-limb prayers. I think probably a little bit different definitions. The prayer that you understood in the West, probably may have different meanings. But according to Buddha's teaching, the prayer has the deeper meaning. So that's called, everything we say is called prayer. So a lot of them just practice, not just prayer. So prayer, I think there's different understanding the meaning of prayer in Asia and the West. So there's a big difference. So seven limb prayers, the first one is called, like bowing down or prostrations, in front of the holy object. Prostrations, there's like physical prostration, verbal prostration, mental prostrations. There's three different, physical prostration is the visible that you can see. Then verbal, mental, so it's like showing respect. Remembering qualities generate faith. Remembering kindness or recalling the kindness then generate respect or service. Here mainly, so like your guru, so it's like in place, very special role. So in your spiritual practice. So then prostrations is like the direct antidote for pride. You throw yourself in front of the holy object, just trying to, pride. It's like a ball. It's like ball. When you put the water in one stick, if pride is like this, it's not. It's like very difficult to learn anything because you are so. There's pride. It can't interrupt you to learn. Even if somebody has better advice to give you, more likely you are not going to take that because you are very pride. So the dream posture for the second knowledge, if you're wondering like the seven limb prayer, so the prostration is the direct antidote for the pride, chazawada, churching. So then after that, offerings is the direct antidote for the stinginess offerings. Then offering, there's like all kind of offerings, external, internal. There's many offerings, so different types of offerings. So here we are talking about external offerings that you see. So there's like offering. The way we set out the offering now on the altar is very much designed based on ancient time in India, when they invite the royal family to their house, or you might need to be rich to invite the royal family, not every single household effort, but there's some. So right now you just do the mudra, hand mudra, just visualize. So supposed to be like, how you say, maybe they serve, some kind of alcohol, I'm not sure. When the first royal family come to your house. So anyway, there's like some kind of beverage, or here you visualize water. Maybe they are thirsty, so they drink, or maybe then first clean, so then they drink. So there's argam. That's very much based on like the Indian civilizations, like the way they invite royal family, argam. So then when you do hand mudra, you have to visualize that offering. One hand is considered as a disrespectful, two hand offering, like two hand. Then pade, so the hand mudra, the pade, so they do hand mudra, the pade. So like that means like cleaning the feet of the guest. So then you set up water bowl, one water bowl, second water bowl, it has meaning. Now sometimes there's 4 water bowls. So typically we set up here 2 water bowls. Argam Pade. Just the second one is for to clean the feet. So then after that, probably clean the mouth. So then maybe sprinkle something. It has mudras like edamanam, like go like supposed to be washing mouth. Does it look like washing mouth? Edamanam. So if somebody asks you to do, how are you going to demonstrate with hand cleaning mouth? How are you going to do? So there's like, edamanam. So they have to visualize edamanam. Then tochanams, sprinkle the water, the four water. The first one's like probably some kind of drinking water, or I'm not sure what they serve when they invite royal family to their house, what they serve. So we, as a monk, we visualize water for mouth. So then second one is clean the feet, then the third one for drinking, then the fourth one sprinkling. There's no AC, there's no fan, maybe to cool down from that. So then Argam Pade Pupe. So there's like offering flowers, Pupe. Then flower garland or whatever on the feet or whatever, so Pupe. So then Dupe, that's called like, there's like incense. So nowadays you usually see like this all bring into one plate, beautiful plate made out of silver or gold. They put everything there. So, but there's a hand mudra. Dupe means incense. Light is for the eyes, incense for nose. So the Pupe, so then Dupe, so then Alonge, so there's the light, Alonge. There's a hand mudra, so then you offer your light for the eyes, flowers for the body, incense for then mouth, Argam Pade, Pupe, flower, Dupe, incense, Alonge, light. Gende, so then there's another like a perfume, put in the body perfume, that's called Gende. Then food is served. Then finally food is served. You don't get to eat right away, so the go there's like they go through the process, It's not like there's whole rituals. Then serve food, new day, there's a hand mudra, new day, means you're supposed to visualize. Shase Roja, 100 flavor food has been offered. Was sweet. That's when you talk about the taste, there's a sweet, sour, sweet, sour, bitter, kawa, bitter, kawa, then that hot, I'm not sure how to say it in English, kawa. There's 5. So that even within the sweet, there's some of them very sweet, some of them not sweet. So then when you count, this is the base for the 5 basic tastes. Each one has probably, I'm sure, like different, like 1 to 5, 5 to 10. There's different. So then when you count like that, it's become like 100 flavors. So then that's called 100 different, like shase roja. So that's when before you eat, you make you don't eat like animals. You just don't like eat like that. You just first you offer for the divine beings. First you make offerings. So then you're visualizing the very food that you bought or you buy or you made, and you are visualizing that food has 100 different flavors. So then you offer, to Buddha Dharma Sangha. And not just that, people who prepare the food, you also pray for them. You don't just eat with you don't consume the food solely out of attachment. You consume the food out of some deeper understanding. There's so much sacrifice been made for the very food that you are consuming. So while you're eating, you are thinking something positive. Before you eat, you are thinking something positive. So the people who serve the food, who made the food, and you are also praying for them. So then you're trying to consume the food with a clear mind, not clear mind, not a judgment mind, clear mind. So there's the new day. So there's the food, mudra. Then shabda, usually then you use the drum and the bell. It's like music. So then the music, the entertainment comes very last after a while eating. So this is the offering for the sake of knowledge, for you to understand. For the sake of knowledge, this is how this offering or puja has been designed based on like ancient Indian traditions, like inviting important guests to your house. That's how they've been served or service. I think it's the result. Service, I think usually service is the result or fruit of love. The love is the result of prayers. Prayer become more, productive if you are focused or silent. If you pray silently, if you meaning doesn't mean voice doesn't mean like should not make noise. That doesn't silent doesn't refer to that. One thought, best one thought. In this case, is devotions to whomever you believe, devotions. It's like a mother. Blessing is like child. If there's no mother, there will be no child. There will be no child. So, another important to understand, no devotions, our heart become like hot desert, nothing grow. No matter how smart you are, how much you know, there will be no blessings. So, mother, so devotion needs to go like mother before child. So, I think the silent, praying with silence is more powerful. So that probably generate love. Then they produce, service. So then the result of service is peace, happiness, or the last happiness. You feel good because you provide service. You feel good, so there's happiness, and that is not just physical happiness. That's mental happiness. Much better. So you could have that again and again. Doesn't need to rely on object. So there's a 7 limbs. So just want to explain a little bit. If you wonder why this prayer, Chazawada, churches. Second one is offerings. The third one is confession, Shabbat. Don't need to just, that's, as I mentioned many times, samsara, there's no perfections. No, it's not perfection. Samsara is not perfections. Perfection is beyond school nirvana, liberations, Buddhahood. These are the perfections. Here, there's nothing perfection. People are trying very hard, but no perfection. So make mistakes here, mistake there, verbally, physically, mentally, like intentionally, unintentionally, all come out of pure ignorance, not knowing. Somebody get hurt physically, mentally, pure out of ignorance, then out of attachment, out of anger, so that all kind of these mistakes being made. After that, then you don't feel good. Not because you have a headache. No, you don't feel good in mind. You don't feel good in mind. So, what do you do? What do you do? Purification, confessions. So the third limb is confessions. Reciting mantra, meditations, reciting sutra, meditating on shunyata, meditating on loving kindness, bodhicitta, any positive deed, verbal, mental, physical, any positive deed will purify. So, meaning that one doesn't have to live with this feeling as a unpleasant feeling. One doesn't have to live with unpleasant feeling which is generated by mistake, verbal, physical, mental mistake. So you don't feel good. So you can purify. Davatintras. Don't think that if the moon is is covered by a cloud, don't think that moon will never get out of cloud. No, there will be moon, you could see moon getting out of cloud. So there's a feeling. Don't ever think that the feeling is completely covered by cloud that you will never see. No, it's not nature, it's they are temporarily there. Nature is bright. It's bright, nature is bright. So confessions. So Angulimala, Buddha's lifetime, there's one person called Angulimala, killed 999 people, misguided by somebody, and has so much devotion to practice, but met wrong person, misguided. So that person managed to, liberate himself. So this is very important. So this the third one is compassion. Confess. The beginning is, I think this idea, I'm not sure where they get this idea. In the church you have there's some kind of for somebody to go there, somebody to listen. I'm not sure where they get these ideas. I'm not sure. Anybody knows? No. How they get these ideas. One sitting next to there's a window is you can see their face very clearly. Screen. So once the head of the church sit here, you go there, then you say something. So I'm not sure anybody knows how they. Do you understand why do people do that? No. Why they do? No. Why they say? What they are telling? They are telling something they don't feel good. They are telling the priest.
Yes.
Why you tell?
To purify.
That is confession. Just telling. What happens if you don't tell anybody? What happens? That's good.
And Geshe, I think also once the person confesses, then the priest might give some practices, like do, certain number of rosaries of saying some prayers.
Oh, that sounds better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Penance.
That confession has many of the same elements, as the four powers. There's regret.
Is that like coming from Jesus? Huh? Jesus' time there's no, people don't tell. Toshin Shana, that Devala Reba never, that means you. Deva means then you will be in peace. You will be in peace. If you confession, in order to purify, so first need to tell. What do you say? Do you think you need to say in order to purify? What happened if you say what happened? If you say what happened? Emotionally, mentally, what happened? The physical, there's nothing happens. Same thing. If you are 5 feet, you are going to be 5 feet. You are not going to be 6 feet. Mentally, if you tell what happened.
Maybe you kind of own up to it. You take responsibility. Like you're admitting it.
Yeah.
I am, it's not working.
Yeah.
You feel light.
Well, it's kind of a relief, Geshe.
Huh?
It's kind of a relief.
Toshi. Sharma. So then after that you purify. First you say, then you purify.
Geshe,
Oh.
hello, Geshe. Hello, Geshe.
Oh, yeah.
Geshe,
Sorry, I'm wasting your time.
this is the tradition I was raised in.
Oh.
When you go to confession in the Catholic Church, you say you're sorry that you have sinned, and then you put your faith that the priest is acting as an agent of God, and that if you show your faith and your sorrow at having sinned, the priest has the power to give you the blessing from God. And as someone else said, some practices to do to show your sincerity. And then that removes the sin from your soul, it's called.
Oh, very good. Wonderful.
So it's actually fairly complex.
Process.
Yes, it's a process, but it begins with faith.
Okay.
Faith
Begin
and
with the faith.
that.
Oh, so now we just set aside that confession part. What do you do when you feel bad? Just think about hide or tell. Which one is better? Which one's better? Mental wise, which one's better? So according, this looks like pretty much similar. First you say, told, say, why you do that? It's not about religion. It's a told shin shakna. Told means say. Shak means purify. If you say purify, you will be in peace. Da devala reba never choose. So that last part needs to analyze thoroughly. Is that true? Will you feel better? That's what it said in the text. Toshi shana da devala reba never choose. Matom matol mashan. If you don't tell, don't confess, you are not going to. You will not be in peace. Is that true? Just set religion aside. Just think practical level. Or any other way, because I don't feel. Mentally don't feel good. Is there something you can do? Is there something can be done? Is something can be done? Reality, nothing is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. So, is there anything else that we can do? How to overcome from that feelings? Yeah, in the also like Buddhist text says Toshi Shana, last part is very important. Sorry, I'm looking at your skin here, but you're looking for me from there. When I look at here, I don't see anything. I don't see you. Okay? Don't think I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at you, but you don't see. Tochi Shana, that the wall never never chooses. All the boys down because you are not feeling good. That's why you say, that's why you confess. Is that true? Not out of fear, not out of fear, someone going to punish you. Not out of that. Not out of the worrying about like, need to think practical level. That's what they say. If you say, confess, you will you are going to be peace. Matol Masana opposite. That means if you opposite, there will be no mental peace. Is that true? Just want to say, so. So then, like needs 4 power. 4 power, out of 4 power, regret is very much needed in order to overcome from that feeling. Regret is very much needed. If you rejoice, you will never get out of this feeling at all. Regret. Not just regret, say like accidentally you consume poison, then somehow one of your friends die, somehow luckily you survive. Then you have regret, consuming that much regret, strong regret. So then after, not sake of religion, sake of your own happiness, not to repeat, next hour, next minute, next second, next hour, then next day, like, because it's like, unfortunately, over time it becomes habit, then you, without being mindful, you just say not being mindful. And when you remember, you are not happy. So this is the technique, all the major religious traditions use, how to overcome from that feeling, You don't have to accept that if you have some other way to do. So how to overcome the feeling that you are hiding seems like getting heavier and heavier. And the text says multiplies. I'm not sure it's like today's 1, tomorrow's become 2, but that's how they say. I don't mean you don't take that literally. 1 become 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8. It kind of multiplies, not like that. Feeling. Get heavier and heavier. Okay. Second, Tochi Shana Da. It doesn't say, your religious belief will be stronger. It didn't say. Tochi Shana Da, you be in peace. That's what you do. Not like because priest will be happier and like Geshe is going to be happier. Not for that sake. It's like your own happiness. Mato means don't say, means hide. Masha means not confess. You are not going to be in peace. That's very practical. If you are not in peace, then thinking about going to heaven or like pure land, that's just hypocritical. How you go to pure land with this like unpleasant feeling. No, you don't go there like with that feelings. If you don't, at the moment, if you don't feel good, how you go there? It's not about, it's part of the, so just want to share, please don't ever think that, that you can overcome from mistake. People make mistakes. So then, so there's the third limb. So then, rejoice. So confessions, as I said, needed 4 power. Power of dependence. As a Buddhist, Buddha Dharma Sangha. If a person that you hurt, that person is power of dependence. You need to say, sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Sincerely, genuinely, it's gone. It's not that hard. Yeah, because I say the ego, because of ego, you can't trade your happiness with ego. You need to choose your happiness over ego. The ego probably doesn't like to say sorry. Because of your power, because of your knowledge, because of your wealth, because of your title. So in the meanwhile, you're not feeling good. So power of dependence, the power, Buddha Dhamma Sangha as a Buddhist, that whatever you believe, so then similar, if you fall down on the ground, you need to get up, leaning on the ground. So then if you hurt someone, for better to get your peace of mind back, like saying something for that person. Like if you fall on the ground, you stand up, leaning on the ground. Oh, like the power of dependence. Oh. Then, like regret. Antidote, meditation on Shunyata, Mahakaruna Bodhisattva, or reciting sutra, reciting mantra, antidote. So then regret, so then commitments not to repeat. Not only sake of religious belief, not to repeat because sake of your happiness needs to be there, sake of your happiness. So need to wake up. Should not do things that this hurts you while you repeat. Doesn't make sense. Need time to wake up. There's the power there, compassion. So then rejoice. No, we don't do that. That's very important. Lama Tsongkhapa, you see there's behind me, in front of the Shakyamuni Buddha statues, there are 3 statues there. Lama Tsongkhapa, 600, maybe 70 years ago, was born in the eastern part of Tibet. Lama Tsongkhapa said, Beba Chungu Lapche Tso Dubas. Beba means effort. Chungu means less effort. Then creating a lot of merit. So I think that's good. Especially people in the West that like to hear, like do something that put less, not just West, everywhere. Put less effort, get something big. Say you create the ocean of merit by sleeping. Does that sound good? Oh, you create ocean of merit if you sit like 7 hours like this. That's kind of hard. So just by laying down in your bed, you create so much merit. That's good news, I think. Beba chumi lapche tso duba gela jesu ina chotsu. Gewa virtuous deed. Physical, mental, verbal. Rejoice. We don't rejoice. We get jealous. We don't rejoice. We never rejoice your own deed. Like raising children up, helping family members. That's we did. We are not. We like the minute we are born till now. Every deed that we did is like all negative. That's not true. We did many good deeds, but we don't rejoice. We don't revisit. We revisit only the negative side. We revisit. Then we have become so good at meditating on something negative, recycling. Then, that makes you more unhappy. We don't focus on positive side. Rejoice your own 3 times positive deed, past, present, future. Not just your neighbors, your other people. When they do good things, you rejoice. You get married. Every single day, there are nuns and monks on mountain in Dharamsala. They are like lifelong meditating. Dedicate their whole life meditate in the cave, or maybe small, like shack. And also Lotus Lake, Chopema, revolves are up there. The whole life they're meditating there. It's not the shortage of like, oh, not many, I don't remember who's doing good things. Yeah, every day there are so many people doing good things. So that's the fourth limb, Jesu. So then, you are married multiplies. That's the practice. There's a practice. And the next time, tomorrow, if you see somebody, your neighbor driving brand new car, you rejoice. You get married. If you get jealous, you get nothing. Zero, nothing. Nothing, you don't get. And meanwhile, you have no peace of mind because you are jealous. You are three-time married, created by other people, all of them, you can rejoice. Just sit, have a coffee, just sit there like this, then lay down, then just think, just like rejoice, you are like positive deeds. They are the good things that you did, all the good things you are doing now, all the good things you are thinking to do in the future, just rejoice. And your marriage multiplies. That's the fourth limb. Confession is the direct, offering is the direct antidote for the stinginess, holding stinginess. Confession is the direct antidote for the negative karma, Rejoicing is the direct antidote for jealousy. If you're having problems with the jealousy, you need to rejoice. They will take care. That will take care of your jealousy. Cool. So now, cool means that the limb number 5 is like requesting, teach continuously because I'm benefiting, like mentally, getting so much benefit. Please continue to teach, requesting. So I think the Indra, when the Shakyamuni Buddha was enlightened after 49 days, did not teach at all 49 days after enlightenment. Worried because like whatever the Shakyamuni Buddha discovered, if he shares, nobody could understand. There's no proper vessel. So 49 days after enlightenment, didn't teach. So then the first teaching was given in Saranath, Four Noble Truth. Primarily requested by Indra and Brahma. I think one of them offered like this white conch shell, and one of them offered like the wheel, the Dharma wheel, which is in like Ashoka's pillar, the Dharma wheel. Request the teaching, so then Buddha give Four Noble Truth teachings. That's the first teaching Buddha give in Saranath. Nowadays you can go there in a pilgrimage. You can go visit a beautiful place. The stupa was there. So much. This whole area has been so much blessed there, and it's quite amazing. So when you go there, minute you walk in, you feel peace. Same Bodh Gaya. When you walk in, you feel peace. Long time ago, people meditated so well, they blessed the area. After that, people's mind get deteriorated. So now, area bless us. Bless means transform, that's all. Bless means transform. Not talking about physical transformation, talking about mental transformation. That's the blessing. So be like, many people, when you go in Bodh Gaya, you kind of feel peace. Just walking there. It's like, I don't believe anybody walk there with angry mind. People go there with the devotions. That's the mindset. They go there with some kind of devotions. So their mind is peace, So, of course, maybe there are some beggar power they go to for the money to beg, receive some money. All the, people, pilgrimage, pilgrimer. All the pilgrims go there. You know, do you feel peace? Yeah. A number of you went there, so you know, so you already been there. So nowadays, the place bless people. It's the other way around. Buddha's lifetime, they bless the place. Now, after 2005 in here, there's a lot of been deteriorated. So now the place bless people, because this place was visited by all these incredible divine beings, meditated there, like keep teaching all of that. All right, then, so then, because of that, then you request the Brahma, Indra, one of them offer the golden veil, Dharma veil, one of them offer conch shell, so then request the teaching, the Dharma. So that's the limb number 5. 6, so then, requesting them to live long life, requesting them to live long life. So that then there's all this whole set of practice, long life practice, so you can do yourself, or then, you can do it for your teacher. There's many, like long life retreat you can do, long life, white Tara is mainly for longevity. So then the last limb is like dedications. So then all this merit you created, like reciting 7 limb, implementing 7 limb in your day-to-day life, when you wake up, clean the environment. So then do 3 prostrations, set up the altar, make offerings, all of that. So you do that. So then any merit you created, then you dedicate that merit, you dedicate that merit based on Maya and Buddhist, you dedicate that for the well-being of every living being on this planet. So then you will have access to that merit till you become enlightened. If you just dedicate this merit for, I should have like more attractive body, like for material things, you may get, so then when you get it finished, the merit is gone. It's gone. So then, therefore, you dedicate merit for your future enlightenment for the sake of all mother sentient beings. So then you can have access to that merit. So till you reach enlightenment. Okay, that's the last limb. So these are the 7 limbs, the prayer that we say here. Now, if you are not familiar, so that's what's happening. So, and of course, like why you chant, you could just read, like newspaper, like that. So very, I think, like when you chant, you stretch the word, you stretch. Gives you more time to reflect on the meaning. 6 Sangpo, Shene Sons, say the gentle word from the mouth. 10 Sangpo, Hilagums, reflect the gentle meaning in your mind. Reflect gentle meaning in your mind. What happens? That become meditations. Then it become meditations. Then you get mentally you get benefit. So that's why you chant, you stretch the word. Give you more time to reflect the meaning. Multiplying your body when you do the prostrations to get more multiplying your body, multiplying head, trunk, so then there's all kind of practice that is associated with the prostrations. So when you stretch the word, so they give you more time to reflect on the meaning, so then it's become practice. Otherwise, it's just mumbling the word. So there's not much benefit. Maybe some benefit just repeating the word, but you could get more benefit if you contemplate the meaning of the word. So that's why you chant. So I believe that every tradition is the same thing, you chant. So last time when I was in Patagonia, Argentina, there's a group of people, they request me to let them come on near the stupa. So they came, they bring all kind of like gong. And they're kind of like, they're also carrying like, one of them carrying, I realized, the Tibetan bell that we use for ritual, one of them carrying that. basically they make all kind of sound, like sound. So this is like therapy, sound therapy. So they bring something, they bring to your ear, and then they also. So I think it's much better to chant. There's some meaning, So I'm not criticizing them, but I'm not criticizing them. If they get benefit, that's good. So, but it's just sensory things, sound is a sensitive thing that you hear, sound is a sensitive thing. So anyway, so it looks like somehow the people are getting benefited, even hearing different sound of the drum or like the gong, whatever they're playing, you get benefited. So the chanting become meditation. So 7 limb prayer, then you think about the meaning, become very good meditations, okay? So that's just for the sake of knowledge. So now next time, now if somebody asks you, you can explain why you prostrate, trying to overcome from pride, because I've been arrogant. So trying to be humble, trying to be humble, like right from the beginning, if you are sitting there, there's less risk, there's nowhere to fall down. If you're sitting up here, there's risk, always risk. So, according to Master Shantideva, always best. There, the best. Master Suna Jasa, that is the best spot. Not up there, it's not probably a lot of people there, that's the best, maybe not the best. Mentally, that's the best. No, there's no further to down. There's no now. How you say? Further to go down. That's the lowest you can get. That's the lowest you can get. If somebody look you down, you are not going to hurt, because that's mentally. You are voluntarily, deliberately thinking you are the lowest of the low. So if somebody looks down on you, mentally, it won't make. Your mind is not going to get disturbed at all, because you are thinking like that. So anyway, so just want to share this with you. So now, time to read some books. Sorry, so just want to say. Otherwise, like you wonder why we say this prayer. So we're trying to. Any questions for online? Any questions about 7 limb? Oh, yeah. Yeah, next time, that's how you explain, okay? If somebody asks, next time, that's how you help them. At least intellectually, you can help them. Knowledge, you can help them, okay? So then, when they go to read, they will find exactly like that. So that's good. It's not like, you just made it up. No, it's not like, you should not make it up. It's not good. So you should explain, there's been explained. There's been explained. And put into practice and produce results. So then, more likely, if that person has interest, that person will get benefited, because you pointed to the right direction, okay? So now we go back to the book. Conscientious, carefulness or conscience. So what stanza, Alhamdulillah, we stop?
We finished reading stanza 43, and you were talking about practicing Buddhists, fighting negative emotions. We should expect difficulties.
No matter what kind of practitioners, that's His Holiness says, no matter what, that's quote from Master Shantideva's book, Guide to Buddha's Way of Life. No matter what kind of practitioner, meaning Buddhist, Christian, Islam, believer, not believer, whatever, whoever. Afflicted mind, afflicted mind. Sanskrit say klesha, afflicted mind. Nangi Dawola Tamji Chagobi continues. Those practitioners have responsibilities. Usually I say moral responsibilities. It's your moral responsibility, to liberate yourself, that's your moral responsibility. Respecting yourself, that's your moral responsibility. Loving yourself, that's moral responsibility. Having compassion to yourself is moral responsibility. You can't just look down on yourself because you make mistake. That's not compassion. Moral, that's usually I call it a moral responsibility. You have moral responsibilities. The every practitioner has the his only responsibilities to tackle internal enemy, afflicted mind. If it's too difficult, disturbing thought boils down there, disturbing thought. If you are seeking ultimate happiness, are you? Hard to say. In the first place, are you seeking happiness? That's the question. Are you seeking happiness? If the answer is yes, so then something to be mindful about disturbing thoughts. That's the very reason it's called disturbing thought. It destroyed what? No, you are like hand or head or nose. It destroys your peace of mind. That's why I call disturbing thought. It disturbs your mind. The moment your mind gets disturbed, you have no peace. So, something to be mindful, If you are seeking happiness, of course, if you are seeking ultimate happiness, here, ultimate happiness refers to nirvana, Buddhahood. That's ultimate happiness, okay? If you are seeking happiness, ultimate happiness, if the answer is yes, so then need to be mindful or be careful about the disturbing thought. Be careful about, because it disturbs your mind. Taduki deji tsuji nganzu nyeba to dawoti kate to langne te nyemutimes. How many times we lose our peace of mind if something get break in the kitchen? Something get break in the kitchen? Do you ever lose your peace of mind? It's not that difficult, to losing peace of mind is not that difficult. So then, like it's not inherently existent. You made. It's like you call. Oh, this is my office. Oh, this is my library. You call. You just label. It doesn't become like your library or your office. You just label them. Same thing in the kitchen. Oh, this drawer is for glass, clear glass. This drawer is for cup or mug. This drawer is for this bowl. This drawer. That's how you say this? How you say? Making order? Huh? Yeah, that's how you organize. You organize that. Then you expect everybody to follow the same rules. Some people do, some people don't. What happens if people don't? You lose peace of mind. This is not that difficult. It's like mind is so easy to get destroyed. But that can change. That can change by thinking. That can change. Of course, it requires some effort, some sacrifice. So like need to think, rethink why you care so much, which go where, why you care so much. So because like you become uptight with your ideas, and there's no flexibilities. There's no space to breathe. There's no space at all to breathe. If somebody messes up, then you get angry. When you get angry, you shout, you scream. Nobody likes to hear. Nobody likes to be shouted or scream. The other person's not happy. The whole environment turned into toxic. You are not happy, that person not happy. What happened? It's all because of misplacing something in the kitchen. That's all because of that. Is it worth it? No, not really. Like that. That's why here, being mindful. Oh. So it hurt so badly before, a long time ago. Now it doesn't hurt at all. Somebody throws something, somebody prays something, means nothing much. This, you are training, you train your mind. That's why. That's the result. You train your mind. You make your choice. Your peace of mind is the most important than anything else. That's the most important. If you lose that, you lose everything, pretty much. Okay. So they're here, disturbing thought. Needs to stand firmly against disturbing thought. Needs to stand firmly against those afflicted mind. So then, apply antidote. So now here, this is not easy. I'm not saying this is easy. It's not easy for anyone. It's not easy. Not easy. It will never become easy by itself if you don't try. It's waiting on me, something will become easier. No, mistake. Ignorance, no wisdom. Ignorance. Can't wait. So now applying antidote is not easy. So one of the Kadamba masters, when the Lama Atisha, I think from West Bengal, somewhere there, Atisha, great scholar, went to Tibet, re-established Buddha Dharma back in Tibet. So why I'm saying that? So Kadamba means then Lama Atisha. When Lama Atisha came to Tibet, so their tradition is called Kadamba. And from that teachings, style or system is called Kadamba Center. So that's why our center is named after their tradition, Kadamba Center. So, Yungyepang, avoiding. I think here you understood that quite clearly. You say here like space. Oh, and I need space. It's pretty good. If you can apply antidote, but better not to stick with the object. Maybe you may end up punching each other's nose. So it doesn't make sense, like. Kadama Master said, Nyembu Temba, Yungyepang Master, Nyembu means antidote. It's very hard, it's not easy, so need to train, need to think in daily basis, what's called daily meditation. Need to think about that. It won't happen like this. So if you avoid object, so eventually your anger will die down, your jealousy will die down. So that's why Yungyepang Master. Yungyepang Pang literally means abandon the object. Not really abandon, but avoiding object. For the beginner, you will have more success if you avoid the object rather than sticking with the object. They're trying to apply the antidote. So probably that's going to be difficult as somebody died 10 years ago and you try to bring that person back. It's not easy. It's going to be hard as that one. So then there's a funny story. There's I think I taught there in Argentina, Patagonia. So then one of my friend's father, I'm not sure how he misunderstood. But sometimes people don't hear what you say, but they hear something else. Or sometimes same problem for you, you don't hear somebody say something. So then one day he's having a lunch with his sister. So they got into fight. And he threw the soup to the sister. Then the daughter said, Father, that's not nice thing to do. That's exactly what Geshe Gelek said. Like abandon the object. Avoid object or something like that. So probably like, I said avoid, I didn't say like throw soup or something. He completely misunderstood. I feel very bad. That's his sister, so no young, they're They are both of them old men, so old lady, old man. So he says, the daughter said, Father, why you do this? Your sister is not good. You know me all the time, so I cannot apply antidote, then I try to get rid of her. So that's what Geshe said. So I said, no. So that's completely misunderstood. So there's something to keep in your mind. Avoiding object. If it becomes too difficult, so slowly, just sleep, slowly, better. So you remember the other stories, some like husband and wife. The moment the husband come back from work, fight all the time, fight. But the wife says something, the husband says something, always right. So there's kind of like overwhelmed every single day. It's not that easy, like. Then wife has the friend, the lady friend. So she went to her house to explain. So me and my husband get into fight all the time. The moment he come back from work, so there's something that maybe like just chat or something. She said, I have holy water will help you. She said, how? She said, take this holy water. The moment your husband walk in, just put in your mouth, don't swallow, just keep it there. Keep it in your mouth, don't swallow. So my husband walk in, she drink this water, now she can't talk. Now she cannot talk. His mouth is full of the water. Of course, other person get tired, if there's no response, like. So she then, it works quite well, no fight. So the next time she went there, so then she said, do you have more holy water? Then she said, you can get it from your tap. So the practical, so whatever ways you can help yourself, so somebody has to sacrifice. If both of them stand firmly on their ground, so then it's going to be hard. Somebody has to sacrifice for the greater cause, peace, harmonious communities. Tumba Dewa. Getting along is the root of happiness. Getting along is the root of happiness. Right? Either there's within the family, within the community, within the monastic life. Getting along, that's the root of happiness. Tumba Dewa. Then spiritual practice will be successful. Mundane things will be successful because there's happiness, because there's everybody getting along. If you don't get along, the root of happiness is gone. So then also it affects your spiritual practice too. It's not just your mundane life, it also affects your spiritual practice too. So you can't perform successfully your mundane life, then of course it's harder to gain the meditative experience because your mind has been disturbed. Tumba Dewa. So that's why my teacher, when he came here, said it many times, harmonious here, the center, harmonious. My teacher is happy, just like see harmony at the center. That's important, okay? So now here, so antidote. For the beginner, avoiding object, that advice was given by Kadamba Master. Why you avoid negative mind, whatever it might be, jealousy, anger, it will die down slowly. Slowly. Okay? Nyembo tembe kabo nganzu tuin nesa tuisu kanga mungu tesis. Yeah, there'll be challenge. No matter if you don't, if you're trying to tackle the disturbing thought, there'll be challenge. If you don't tackle, of course, there'll be more challenge. Once you try to tackle, there'll be challenge. There'll be challenge. So, with different mindset, different mental inclination, different interests, different opinions, it's not easy. Therefore, Shantideva, Shantideva said, Simje Mizu Namkashins, unruly beings are everywhere. You can't get rid of all of them. That's the fact. You could probably get rid of one of them. How are you going to get rid of all of them? Tourism, anger is just one. It's your anger, it's not somebody else's anger. If you control that, it is equivalent of controlling everyone. Then Shantideva also said, like, say, there's like field with stone, form. You can walk on that field without hurting yourself. Two options. First one, you find enough material to cover whole field. You can walk on. You are not going to get hurt. Or you get enough leather to cover your feet. You can walk on. Which one is better? Feet is your mind. Field, tone, that's all unruly beings. So wearing shoes, or that time there's no shoes, but they just talk about a piece of leather. They can cover your shoes or your feet. So probably doing that is more wisdom than worrying of finding the enough material to cover whole field. The point is, worry that you're going to get hurt. So the same, who said Shantideva said, Master Shantideva. Yeah, there will be challenge. When you're trying to apply antidote, there will be challenge. Not applying antidote, more challenge. Applying antidote, no, because of this mental inclination, different opinion, different idea, different interest, because of that, it kind of makes harder to succeed into your practice, but doesn't mean you are not going to succeed. You are going to succeed, but it's like challenge. It's a challenge. Simje Miba, another quotation from Shantideva's text. Simje Miba Nasoba, Simje beings, Miba Naso, different interests. Therefore, even the Buddha's lifetime not able to please each and every one of human being in that area. Simje Miba Naso, Javechana Migobna, why you are thinking that you can make everyone happy? Practically almost impossible. So Shantideva was simply requesting better to let that mindset go. Even if you become enlightened, somebody's not going to be happy. Because of their karma or like their way of thinking, like, Buddha's cousin Devadatta is standing with the Buddha all the time, but didn't see as a Buddha, always trying to compete, so didn't get any benefit at all, any benefit. Then some say that Buddha manifested him. He's the manifestation of Buddha, it's hard to say, but anyway, so so that's why it's challenge. It's not easy, it's challenge because of that. When you're applying the antidote, the moment you are trying to apply the antidote, time and time again, we will face challenge. But generally speaking, in the war, in the battle zone, they kind of like they bear there are a lot of difficulties in the battle zone. There will be people there kind of like how you say bear. Tanan dawi kate do tabji shukji cheba ten namla chedo donlechi use. Particularly, especially the trouble that caused by enemies. If you're against all the trouble that caused by your enemies, because I'm not sure what, like you probably didn't kind of like tolerate them in great deal. Not just that, generally speaking, or like non in the world, magmishiki, makani, magmishiki, makani, matar, patashidin makani. Yeah, so that wound that caused by battles, wound, is considered as a sign of like brave, sign how is it, bravery, like if you run away, there will be no wound. Maybe you are facing the enemies. It's considered as like something like a sign of bravery. Tete nangi do ngoma di tabde chikeshila chuna. Someone who is challenging internal enemies, Daoti Rashiya Tsewajimbis, that enemy's nature is also not peaceful, such as the anger is not peaceful. Nganzo kanga mangu tijimba shikawa. That is the enemies, internal enemies, which is naturally, by nature is not peace. Same like external enemy that you face in the battlefield. Nganzo kanga mangu tijimba. So therefore, we will face challenge. Facing enemies, external, internal, doesn't matter, there will be challenge. Kanga ten namni, jage chunda in the battlefield, they consider, such for example, like difficulty such as wound, is considered as like a sign of bravery. So the challenge that we face, so he's only suggesting we should view it as the same as like the sign of bravery. Bravery? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so now I'm a little tired, so maybe we'll stop here. So there's one section finishing now. So now the Ramas, you go to retreat on when? Not this Sunday? Did you send something on the online? People participating in the fire puja? I haven't yet. Let's go. So there are like, there's how many people? So there's like 10 people from the center, so like people I said, oh, could you like give initiations? But I said, need to wait till I become 70 years old. There will be no initiations. So I invited my teacher to give you initiations. So a group of people decided to do whatever you're going to retreat 3 weeks on the mountain, somewhere mountain here. So end of the retreat, there will be a fire puja. So I think it's good if you can participate, if you can go there, maybe carpool. It's like 3-hour drive. If you can carpool, be part of that fire puja, you get benefit. All the substance they like offer in the fire puja, there's like health, longevity, prosperity, like you can see, you can just sit there, meditate, they will do. So that's the end of the, I've been here 22 years. So now this is the first time that group from center doing retreat, traditional retreat, not just sitting like this, the 5 minutes, not like that. Traditional reciting thousands of mantras. So this is the first time, me being here 22 years now, this happens. It happens very well. Teacher came, giving the initiation now, Geshe Sangpo leading the retreat. I'm explaining how to meditate, all of that. So now, I think, I personally see this is one of the best achievements of our center, spiritual growth. That's my point, that's the best achievement. So I consider success is based on that spiritual achievement, that's the success. It took 22 years, so that's very good success. So you can come there, show support. And I'm hoping there'll be another retreat, so now we already did this one maybe. Usually like No, so there's the shortest retreat you recite 100,000 mantra, medium one 400,000, longest one 3 year, 3 months. 30, I say like 100,000 times 30. 100,000 times 30? Yeah, 3 million mantra. That like takes 3 years, 3 months. So probably there's no time. So 3 years, 3 months. so this time they're trying to do 100,000. There's a short retreat. Medium 400,000 plus there's 40,000. 100,000 plus 10,000, 400,000 plus 40,000. So then like 3 million plus 100,000, 3 million times 1 million or something. Half million, 3 million plus half million. That takes 3 years. So something to rejoice after 22 years. Traditional is taking place here at the center. So, okay, so if you can participate in the fire puja, that's good. All right? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 235, and we'll chant the general dedication prayers. Gewa dinu duda lama sangye rugyune roa chikya malupa dei sala ke pasho janchu sencho rinpoche ma ke pana ke gyuchi ke wanyam pa me payang gone gondu pewasho Jampel pawa jita kempa dong guru sampo deyande shinte deda kungi jesu da loche gewa dida tanchiraptu Dusun shepe gewa tancheki ngowa gala chodu ngapade dashe gewe tsawa di kunkyang zampo chichiraptu ngowa gi Then the long life prayers, 244 and 245, I think. First, 244, for His Holiness. Ganira we korwe jinkamdi, bendande wa malu junwene, chere zigwan tenzing yatsoi, jape site baju tengyuchi. And then 245, the one for Sir J. Kintan Rinpoche Jetsun Lo Sandak. Jonu ie nala wangshotu awatare tsembara sopa lo sangewa de ton le pasho shosho gengyo lama sowa de. And then the one for is Lama Zompa Rinpoche, I guess it's on 244. Tupsu jan jin jan gen gewe tenzin kepewe kunzu do podze choksum kurwele muntudu padok sok dushe gundu shap ten shok. Then 7 Green Tar mantras for Geshe and Geshe's sample song Happy Happy Lives. Om taritu re soha, 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 Om taritu re soha.
So tomorrow is the last, tomorrow is the last online class for Vajrayogini. So people are going retreat. So then that class will be paused 3 weeks. After when they come back, so then I'll continue the Vajra Yogini explanation. Not tomorrow's last, okay? Yeah, so,
Hello, Linda. Guess what's still switched on? YouTube or Zoom. I guess the speakers are turned down in the Gampa. Anyhow.